Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I am Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 3. Wrexham 2, Sheffield 2. Yes, it's not 3 points. It is our first point in the championship of 43 years, whatever it is. So we're going to celebrate that. We're also not going to be people are talking about this negativity, but it's also about critical thinking, about how just got to understand where we are. There's a learning curve coming into this league. And Parkinson, I have 2 interviews here with Parkinson and Kieffer Moore that we're going to listen to together. But we got to understand, you can't just happy clap. We got to just understand where we're at. And yes, we're off the schneid. And I believe we should have at least 4 points in the league so far, maybe 6. But we are where we are. We're at 1 point in, and 3 games in. Parkinson will figure this out. Sheffield Wednesday came and they battled every step of the way. There's some really good things we need to take away from these matches, but as Parkinson said in his last interview, we can't, not the one today, you can't go and be the team that played well and didn't get all 3 points. That shit has to go. That is League One shit. We're done with that. We need to be the team that goes out there and wins football matches. And we are headed that way. I will tell you right now, we are headed that way. All right? Today was a kick in the Paul Mullins, but I'll tell you right now, we're headed that way for where we're going to be with our signings coming in and with all the players that are injured. They will come back. So let's keep an eye on it. Anyway, thank you for coming in. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the Local Pundit, and become a member if you want to become a member too as well. Helps to support the show. But let's talk about there's some things too going on. Hazards in the house says, "Hey Josh, you're more positive than I am." I know. Well, that's part of it. I'm not going to turn this channel negative. It's not going to happen. But there will be criticism. There will be criticism. 100%. There will not be a negative channel, but there will be criticism. And when we have to be fair, you have to be honest. And that's one thing that I am as a person, and what we need to get sorted out. And everyone's allowed to have their say. So don't jump on everybody if they're going to be like, "Oh, mark you out," what all this crap. Just everyone can have their say, and we'll talk about it, which is great. Sean says, let's see the next 5 or so games if the same issues that are happening. And Richard says, Parkinson's managerial record, and I know the record. I know the record, Richard, and I appreciate you bringing it up too. But let's just take today's game for example, okay? Anyways, let me give my thoughts, and I'll do Parkinson and Kieffer Moore. Look, there are signs of greatness there. There are signs of that the team is starting to form. We have injuries that are going on. There's things that are happening that are outside of our control. Turf monsters or ankle injuries for players that are coming up too. We just got to be aware of the fact that it's not the finished product yet, and the window is not closed. And Parkinson said there's going to be 2 more going out and possibly 2 more coming in. And I think if we do that, we are going to be in a lot better shape. Today was a good performance. Today was a good performance in the first half. The second half, we absolutely sat back way too far, and we let them get confidence, and the same goals keep happening. I'm not blaming one person in particularly, but I will call out a few players that I think need to upgrade up their game. Concentration levels need to stay there. And again, we have injuries, we have issues that need to be sorted out, and we will get there. Trust me, we will get there. Parkinson will figure this out. I don't care about the record. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone saying, what does this do? Josh, nobody's talking about. Nobody's talking about. Trust me. But today, there's some really good positives. I'm going to go out the back. Danny Ward, look, the AO, Danny Ward conversation is going to continue to happen because people have affinity for AO because of what he's done, right? Parkinson didn't bring in Danny Ward to sit the bench. He said it. He had opportunities to go into the Premier League. He chose to come here. All right? Chose to come here. I'm going to go up. I'm going to go through the back line. I'm going to go through the players, and then we'll get to the interview. Maka, I'm sorry. I know we don't have any other options right there, but Maka, again, had some really nice moments in there, had some tracking back, but we brought in Cacace for a reason, and right now Maka is cover. So we're not going to go hell in on him, but he did put Brunty out a little bit in the back. Our back line has made mistakes over the course. Like I said, we're getting the same goal give up here too every single time. Go to the byline, pull it back. It's a carbon copy. They're actually doing it over and over and over and over again. So, okay, Maka is not a starter in this league. Okay. 2, Brunt, I think he's getting his feet under him. He has some really great moments pushing forward. Defending needs to be a little bit stronger at times. Okay. Connor Cody, not worried about. Trying to control the back line. get things in order. I thought we sat too deep. I think that's on him as the shepherding that back. He needs to get our guys pushed up forward. In the second half, we sat back way too deep. Max had some really great moments today. Still needs some work on it a little bit defensively, but had an unbelievable tackle on the way back at the end of the game to save a goal. I still think we'll see what happens there, but he was pushed forward. We got very confident, like about 30 minutes. In 30 minutes of that match, we were very, very confident, and Max was way up to pitch and doing very, very well. The defense needs some work. On the right side, Longman, I thought, had a fantastic game. I thought he actually played really good defensively as well, even though we did give up 2 goals. Didn't come down his side, but we need the balance. That's why Maka needs to be on the bench, Kakati needs to be in, and I don't think Maka needs to be anywhere near this team. But Longman did very well. What I would have done, I don't know why he didn't bring Longman and put him on the right and bring on Longman for the left and bring on Barney for the right. He should have done that. I think Parkinson needs to look himself in the mirror, and I haven't listened to the interview yet about his substitutions. Or lack thereof, for that matter. In the middle of the park, I thought Matty James, Dobson, and O'Brien were absolute titty city in the first half. Titty city in the first half. Unbelievable first half. One of our best first half we've seen in a long time. Collectively, they got tired. I know we have injuries, but they got tired, and it was evident that they got tired. They kept coming in waves at us. We need more. We need our players to not be injured, come back from injury, and we need at least 2 more players. And if they're both in the midfield, if it's Jordan Jones, whatever the fuck his name is, JJ, I'll call him, that guy needs to come in, and maybe one more player, and Thomason needs to come in. I thought Dobson had a fantastic game, a fantastic 50 minutes, but he got tired. He did get tired. Great shot. Kieffer Moore got that follow-up goal. I thought that he played really well. Matty James doesn't have the legs to play 90 minutes. Period. End of story. He is a really good conductor in the midfield, but he does not have the legs for 90 minutes. Parkinson needs this. Jordan James, thank you very much. Jordan James needs, Jordan James. We need coverage. We need younger legs in there. Lewis O'Brien ran himself into the ground again. I think he's a fantastic player. He's a really, really good player, in my opinion. And then Broadhead, still getting his feet, had a couple of nice moments. To give him some credit, he tracked back really well. His hold-up play is actually better than I thought. He had some misplaced passes, but I thought that give him a little bit more time on the pitch in Wrexham, playing with the boys. It's going to be okay. Don't get on him too much. Kieffer Moore, goddamn beast. Absolute beast. He's got guys all over him, left, right, and center. They're grappling with him all day long. 2 goals. He had a brace. Could have had 3. But he's going to score goals for us. He might score 25 for us this year. He might score 25. We're going to click. This team will click. Trust me. We know Wrexham. It's not always going to come like, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. We do things kind of the hard way. That's how we do it. That's okay. Today was our first point. It's not going to get easier, but we're getting there. And I know everyone wants to get on us. We were booed off. Apparently, we were booed off at the full time. I just saw that. on TalkSport. I didn't see it. But anyways, that's my assessment. That's my assessment overall. But I'll tell you one thing. Parkinson obviously does not have the confidence in the players coming in off the bench, or he needs to sort something out to make some subs, because there were some glaring parts there. They're like, Maka, no. And we were tired. We brought on 2 guys up front, didn't bring anyone else on. And Sheffield Wednesday were coming for us. In this league, and Parkinson knows this better than anybody, they will come after us, and they will score goals. So take for what it is in regards to the fact that we got our first point. We're not a finished product yet, and it's a long season. Trust me. Do you know how much I want to go in and give my say of just like, holy shit, throwing the hat, scarf thing? I trust me. I have frustrations too, but I'll tell you, it is my job for this channel to not make it turn negative so quick, because you got to take the good with the bad. And I'll tell you right now, we will turn this around. I believe that in my heart. I believe that we will do that. And if we don't, I'll eat my shorts. There you go. Steve Barton with a $10 super chat. Bannon should be fined for this lack of lettuce. Well, I mean, why should he be fined? He should be celebrated. He's going full Costanza. But anyways, lots to talk about there. Get in the chat. What do we think about this too? Thank you, by the way, Steve Barton, for the super chat. Lewis O'Brien is being forced to track back when we need a defensive midfielder to break a play. It's habituation. And Ruth says it's the Wrexham way. And Hazard brings an access. Moore is pretty awesome. And Moore is still injured. He admitted it, still dealing with the recovery. Okay, well, yeah. Barry Bannon outplayed the entire midfield. He was man of the match for sure. Look at the difference between Longman and Max. Longman and Brunt. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you all that. Thank you, Steve Barton. Steve Lord says, I wish we had more points, obviously, but I'm not concerned. I'm not overly concerned this way. No, it's okay. It's going to be, trust me, it's going to be okay. We are not done yet. We're a winning side. Not today. It's tough to drop points. It's tough to be up and drop points. And even people at the end of the show, they're like, I'm not here for the negativity. And you don't have to be. Fine. But we have to take an honest assessment of what's happening here. Macca's not good enough for this level. I'm sorry. He's just not. And Doyle needs to come in, and we need at least 2 more signings, and players need to come out. And Parkinson needs to look himself and say, hey, we need to make some subs. That's it. That's my overall. But I'll say I would have loved the 3 points today. We got the draw. When you drop points like that, you're up 2 goals to 0, and you give up the same friggin' goal over and over again, you're going to be frustrated, and you're allowed to be. You can't just Wrexham. Yeah. Lose it. Got to appreciate where you can't do that. You're a fan, sport, whatever you want, but you got to be honest. You can't just, all right, dropping goals, dropping points. This is great. This is great. I'm pissed. I want the 3 points. I'm pissed. But we're going to get better. We'll figure this out. Let's see what Parkinson has to say. All right? It's still early in the season. Come on.
Stok Cae Ras against Sheffield Wednesday. What are your reflections on the game?
First half, we looked like a championship team. Second half, we looked like the first division team. If you look at the...
Has Parkinson been watching the show? Has Parkinson been watching the show? That's League One shit. There you go.
First half, it was a really, really good performance. We scored 2.
Yes.
We could have had more. We've got to find a way to sustain performances across the whole game. I think any team is going to have periods in the game, but we've got to come through those periods unscathed and not concede like we did today. But I think the overriding kind of thoughts are that we had great control with the football in the first half. We had a lovely mixture to our play. And second half, we became frantic and under pressure, and we gave the ball away.
Cool.
And if you give the ball back as often as we do to teams at this level, then invariably it's going to be a long 45 minutes. And you can see our lads were out on the feet at the end of the game. But it was just purely because we didn't get any control in the game. And we've got to look at that. But listen, we've shown we can compete.
Can do.
We've shown it in all 3 games. It's a game. We're terrific. I thought we improved from the West Brom performance certainly in the first half. But it's now about sustaining performances across the whole game. But we'll get there with that. We've shown a lot of good signs again today. Of course, when you've conceded 2 goals to lose a lead, it's going to hurt. But if we're honest, we could have lost it at the end. And I think that moment is a great example to us that, in League One, League Two, it's 2-2 at home and we're driving on to go and get the winning goal. We can't leave the back door open like we did and overcommit because we could be made a tough day, a really, really bad one. I can see in the last minute and Danny's stood strong and made a good save.
Yeah.
So a lot to learn. Look back 1-1 against Southampton. Let's go and take the point. 4-6-8, we've got the point and we're off and running with that. But there's
a little long-winded here. I'm gonna stop it right there too. There's a lot in there to unpack. I know I was waiting for him to finish up his sentence. I'm gonna break it down just because it doesn't look good. Actually, welcome to the hospital room. It's like the Dark Knight here for it. Sorry about that. New house, new place. So, okay, a lot to take in there too. He understands what he needs to be. I think he knows that he has players coming in. We have players coming in. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not over. We're going to go back. He's going to be backed. Trust me. I guarantee we have 2 players, if not 3, coming in. Maybe another defender, maybe 2 midfielders. Okay, trust me. I believe that's happening. He knows the fact that you cannot give the ball up frantic. There were some frantic moments in there where we were just kicking the ball as if like anywhere we'll do. Oh, just put anywhere, like squirrel. Okay, we know that. We need to settle down into this league, settle down into this game, and we will get there. He knows. Trust me, this guy's frustrated. He knows that we could be doing better. We are not the finished article yet, and we shouldn't be. If we came out of the gates right now, we're like, oh, we have 9 points, whatever, it'd be fine. He's exactly right. The assessment is perfect. First half, we were a championship side. Second half, we were a League One side. That's League One shit. That's League One shit. We're getting tired. We need depth in this squad, quality depth, by the way, and some maybe even replacements in the first team. Really, we do. Really, we do. Parkinson isn't a guy that's going to make massive changes in any way, shape, or form. He knows what he knows, and we got to trust what he wants to do. And we can all be frustrated about that, but you can't give the ball away like we did. The possession. We need a midfield. We need a midfield to get control. We can't have 48% of 48% possession. We need to have like 55, 56%. When you're winning, yeah, great. League One, awesome. You keep pushing on. Boom. Teams like this, yeah, Sheffield Wednesday might have a fucking shitstorm. Might be might go from front to back, not back to front. But here's the deal: they're still going to come out and compete. It's the championship, and if you're gonna step up to this level, you got to be ready. You got to be ready to take punch and give punches. I'm sorry. Yes, we will have 2 more coming in, and I'm telling you right now, we were out on our feet, and yes, we did evolve from the first 2 matches in certain ways. Yeah, West Bromwich Albion, that wasn't great, but we did evolve. We played better. We scored goals. We need to have more opportunities at goal. Kieffer Moore should have had a hat trick today easily, for sure, but he needs more opportunities. So does the rest of the team, and we have some injuries. But you can't have injuries be the excuse. Can't have injuries be the excuse. Hazard says, unlucky lads, I'm just real. Good to have you. You guys won 1-0. Welcome in, by the way. Happy that you guys got a W. I was hoping Elliot Lee would come on late. I feel energized as a team in his effort. I don't know why he didn't make any subs. But Elliot Lee's not going to come on for Matty James. 2 different players. So there you go. I don't know who Irving is, but okay. We're not getting Vardy, and Matty James needs to be replaced next match. Matty James had a good first 55 minutes. He did. Matty James had a good first 55 minutes. But he doesn't have the legs for 90, okay? And I'll give you that, Greg. Dare I open the fucking show up? Dare I open the show up? I don't know. Does anyone want to come in after say? I'm not going to drop it in yet. Let's go back to Parkinson real quick. I'm fired up. We need Wrexham react. We need Wrexham reaction, and we need Wrexham time back, by the way. We have to figure that out. I'll figure that out myself.
Yeah, a lot for us to look at.
To touch on that first half performance, Kieffer Moore obviously getting 2 of those goals to put you ahead. What did you make of his showing, and is that a platform that you can build on moving forwards?
Well, he's been great so far, as he sounds. He was unplayable. And then today he was magnificent in the first half, could score more. Had some other good moments. He's twisted his ankle, and at half time he was struggling a bit. Hindsight should be brought him off. He wanted to stay on. I don't think he's made it too much worse by staying on, but clearly he wasn't the same in that second period.
Okay, hold on a minute. Wait, did he just say that Kieffer Moore twisted his ankle and you kept him on for the second half? You could have pulled him off in hindsight? Okay, fair enough. So he's got a twisted ankle. Pull him off. Get Sam Smith on. He's probably thinking he's not doing it because Sam Smith's going to start on Tuesday. But that's the manager's decision. That's the battle. These guys know it. Okay, he just said it. I get it. Steve Barton says, same shit. Wrexham not playing well against relegation teams. Cue Cambridge from last year. $10 super chat. Steve Barton. This might be a relegation side, dude, but not on the pitch. I'm telling you, that's not a bad sign. That is not a bad sign. But he's right. Cambridge from last year, yeah, playing down to the competition. So there you go. Josh, the team can use some of your passion. You got to have passion. You got to have goals. You got to have a goal. We're going to the fucking Blue Banana later. Let's go. And call that one out if anyone knows. Thank you for the super chat. I reckon you could open the show up. I won't venture in. I didn't watch the game, but I think it's important to TLP fans to vent their views. Why are some panicking? Please stop. Gel. It'll come together. No one's panicking. We're not done yet. No one's panicking, Alan. No one's panicking. We're just being honest. And I don't want this no negativity. This is honest assessment. He just said there was League One shit. And I'm getting, come on now. Let's go. Let's be adults about this. Actually, don't be adults.
His all-round display.
I'm kidding.
The first 45 minutes as good as any striker you'll see in this level.
Spoken about the need to be better in terms of control. What can be done to improve from that side?
It's just looking at the lessons in areas when we needed to take the sting out of the game with the ball, and that's it. You know, we became
What he's saying there, take the sting out of the game with the ball. Someone to come in and say, put the ball like a Paul Scholes, put the ball to feet and control the game. Don't boof it. Don't go out wide first. Go just play it back. Even if it does look, for us as supporters, as fans, even if it does look boring, have central defensive midfielder, in this case, Matty James, stepping on the ball and doing this. Looking around. Don't have something? Go back, play it back. Shifting the ball left to right, moving the defense. Doesn't have to be a forward pass, even though we want it to. Taking control of the match, taking the sting out of the game, because their tails were up and we didn't. We just kept giving the ball back to them, and they kept the waves and waves coming. Now, I'm not sure if anyone knows this, and I said it during the match, you waste more energy playing defense than you do offense. Those are facts. You waste more energy playing defense than you do offense. You're constantly reacting, you're constantly reacting. Mindset, all this stuff. On offense, it's just go, go, go. You're constantly reacting. So you're wasting more energy on defense. That's why we were out on our feet. That's why we gave up those 2 easy goals.
frantic. And
one more minute here.
You can sense it all around on the pitch. There was an edginess crept in. And listen, Sheffield Wednesday have always got to come out and respond after their first half display. We need to stand strong through that period, not just defensively, but like I say, in possession of the ball, because some of the control we had in the first period was great. And I think if we look at the physical data, I would imagine we've ran a lot more in the second half than we did in the first half, because we had to, because we gave the ball away too many times.
Yeah.
Just finally,
look, he's right there. We haven't gelled yet. There's a lot of stuff in the chat. Is chatting right there too. Evening all. I won't ask what happened. I can guess. Went in front and set everyone back and got caught. Yeah, John Merrill came in. Give it time. Half these players don't know each other. Weak argument. Maybe it's all about gelling. We will get there. And yes, we did sit back way too deep. Can we get the super gel? I mean, maybe it's a new Clairol. I don't know. We look better. We looked bad in the second half again. We did. Last one here, and then we'll move on.
back in Carabao Cup action next week. What are you hoping to get from that match?
Progress into the next round, hopefully. But we'll just look at it over the next few days. As that's got a chance to stake the claim. Obviously, we'll look at Callum Doyle, see where he is in the next couple of days training, and we'll pick the team and we go to ourselves proud at dinner.
Nice. Okay. Honest assessment. You cannot get down on Parkinson because he can see it on his face. Disappointments there for sure. There is a lot of positives there, but he's honestly assessing the team too. We cannot give up easy goals like that. We're not done yet in the transfer window. Trust me. I think 2 players, if not 3, are coming in. Doyle will hopefully be a big upgrade on turning the ball over. We need passing. Our backfield just keeps kicking the ball to the other team. It was a combination of that, Greg. It was a combination of getting pulled. We were getting pulled left and right out of positions. Okay, a combination of that. Combination of just having a little bit more patience, not being frantic. He just said it there, and we'll get there. It's just a frustrating day to drop points, but it's our first point. Great. There are so many good positives to take out of it. We have to have an honest assessment. Tuesday, we go again. I think Doyle will be fantastic. And I think it's going to be hard to drop a Brunt or a Max, but he will figure it out. For elite games, that is. He'll figure it out. I actually don't want Doyle to play in the league game. I do not want Doyle to play in the league game. Doyle is a starter for Wrexham in the league. I don't want him to play in the cup game. I don't want Doyle to play in the cup game. Sorry about that. He cannot. He is a starter. He needs to find a way to get him in. So I don't want him playing in the cup on Tuesday. All right? Please don't. Some context here. Southampton lost to Ipswich loss. Absolutely. It's early in the season. John, question for you, or the chat. Would you experiment with Doyle on the left and moving Brunt to the center with his ability and pace? No, I'm keeping Cody back there. The problem is coming down the right side, the left side where Macca is. They picked on Macca. Same goal. Go watch all our goals. Go down to the byline, pull it back. Guess what happens in the middle of the park? Our midfield isn't tracking back. That's not just on Macca and on Brunt. Our midfield needs to track back and not push and follow the runners. That's what's happening. It's very simple. It will be fixed. Trust me, it will be fixed. Get Doyle ready for Millwall. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what happens here with our guy Kieffer Moore.
Draw against Sheffield Wednesday here at the Stok Cae Ras. How do you react to that one?
Yeah, of course, a little bit disappointed, having a 2-0 lead and to almost not give that away, but to concede 2 late goals is not great, but ultimately it's still a point on the board. So.
Yeah.
Man, there you go. This guy works his ass off. I mean, he absolutely works his ass off. He's a stud.
Level, your first and second goals in a Wrexham shirt. Well, I'm sure you would have wanted to have got 3 points as a result of that. How do you look back on those goals?
Yeah, fondly. Yeah, obviously it's nice to get off the mark, and I think for me, it was about getting them goals, and ultimately, of course, I would have wanted 3 points, but it wasn't to be today.
You had Nathan Broadhead starting up top.
He's got off the mark. O'Donnell's got off the mark. Windass is off the mark. Now we just need Broadhead to get off the mark.
Alongside you today, what was it like to have that Welsh connection on top?
Yeah, good. Obviously, I've played with Broadhead a lot over the years, so we've known each other for a while now.
That's good.
I think it's a partnership that could get better. We're trying to find each other, little movements, and I think every day in training we just need to keep clicking and keep improving.
Yeah, that's it. They know how to play. They're just going to work themselves out. Broadhead playing in there, it was good. Let them continue to play, learn each other's cadences. They know each other well. This will happen. It will click. It will click. A couple more here. There's like about a minute and a half.
You've seen a lot of new additions in process that comes with that. What can you take away from today?
I think the first half definitely. For us to play in the manner we did was positive, and I think a two goal lead is something that you can really work off, and we'll look back at that and be very happy with the way we started the game and the way we finished the first half and the 2 goals really. And I think now for us it's when we do have that 2 goal lead is how we look after how we can progress and how we can maybe get another.
He is choosing his words very carefully, trying to stick with the positive, which what we're doing here. Also being assessment is like, you had the 2 goal lead. We blew it a little bit. How do we learn off that and not make those mistakes again? He's trying to find that. I think it's really, really classy what he's doing. Listen, not making it about himself. He got the 2 goals, fine. But what do we learn from? Learning experience.
Just yet another reminder of just how dangerous a division the Championship is. When you've got a 2 goal lead, the reality is no matter what side's in front of you, they're very capable.
Yeah, no way, yeah. Because I believe it's more on us. We're a new side. There's a lot of new faces, obviously, me included, and I think it's going to take time to gel. Of course, these mistakes we're working hard to eradicate, and that's obviously not the defensive line. That's right the way through the pitch, me included. And it's something we can really work on. But if we tighten up where we need to all across the pitch, we know we come away with 3 points today.
Just finally, if you replicate that first half
right,
and you look back and assess, is it a really good building block to move forwards with now?
Yeah, of course. And our shoes we'll use that as a foundation for the rest of the season.
Yeah, take those positives, but don't be, don't happy clapping. Take those positives. First half was a good first half. Start to gel a little bit more, get some players back from injury, get on the training pitch a little bit more, start talking, honest assessment. New players coming in. I don't give a shit if it's a full new 11 of all new players. I don't care. I want players on the pitch that want to win football matches and have the ability to do that at this level. So there you go. Designed by Marlon Smart. The best replacement for Moore is Ollie, a big point man for a big point man. I think you mean the other way around. You mean best point for Ollie is Kieffer Moore. That's what you think. I think you need to. Unless I'm wrong there too. Steve Barton got 43 games left to go. Said 1 point in 3 games, 14.33 for a season, i.e. relegation. We're not getting relegated. You and I both know that. But that is his math is mathing right though. I tell you right now, his math is. That's a Princeton guy right there. Yep, Princeton guy. Thank you for the super chat. As always, Steve Barton. I love you, brother. I've always said you learn the team you have in the first. You learn what team you have in the first 15 games. Identify the deficiencies in the next 15 games to make decisions at the end of January. Run on playoff spot. Yes. And somebody said you don't want to peak too early. We're not peaking too early. We're definitely not going to peak. We are learning early. We are learning early. Trust me. Esteban, what's up, dude? I saw your chat. Yeah, don't get Paramount. Stick with Paramount Plus, dude. I can see why the team is growing. People are generally spoiled because of the rapid success. I think we got to stay the course and stop panicking. We need to speak. We don't need to peak early. We just need to peak at the end of the week. There you go. Well, not the freak of the week, the peak of the week. Luke says, great point, Habs. We're warming up and building up to the rest of the season. Okay. If Jordan James comes in, that will vastly improve the midfield control. I think you're right. I think he's going to come in. I think that's going to get over the line. Okay, Nikki D. We need 2 top midfielders. So Matty James and Dobson are brought in at 75 minutes. They have 30 to play them too. And Broadhead lost. He's getting to the team. Right? He just came into the side. Literally just came into the side. But he didn't have his best game. You can see he's trying things, you know. Him and Kieffer Moore are trying to work out how to play to each other. You know what I mean? Usually he plays on the left, by the way, too. So he's got to learn the system. Hardy doesn't look like much, like he chases much. I'm not going to assess Hardy, and I'm not going to assess Smitty because they can't even get into the match. And we got punched in the mouth, and we got bloodied, and we didn't sort it out. We have QPR, who lost 7-1 to Norwich, Derby, and Leicester, who hasn't looked great. Those 4 matches will let us know who's coming out of the international break. Yes, and hopefully Windhouse will be back. And Josh, your passion for the team and this community is a beautiful thing to behold. Well, I'll flat out say I don't really have much else. I'm just joking. No, I love it. I love the team. I love the community. I love what we're doing here, and again, it's my responsibility to give honest assessments and to just be the person I am. This is what you see. This is what I am. What you are. I am who I am, and I love this team, and I love sports, and I love football. I love Wrexham. I love all of you. There you go. I mean, in terms of subs, we need Ollie on the bench. Ooh, sorry. Designed by Marlon. I like that. I don't think he'll be here though, dude. Just saying. I don't think he's gonna be here. He could be. We don't know. We're not going to worry about the relegation zone. No way. McLean is the deficiency. I'll leave it at that. We love you, Josh. Chin up, lad. Chin's always up. As long as I don't have the double chin. You know what I mean? With the hair. With the non-hair dye. Here we go. Boom. That was a big one. That was all fun and games. And we gave up a goal. It's like 2-0 dangerous scoreline. 2-0 dangerous scoreline. Claire all the shit. You're going to blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, bang, back in that. I got right back into football. Steve Barton. Gel is the new consolidation. Yes. I like that. Josh, we love you for it. Thanks for giving us a place to come and share the passion with one another. I love you all, my friend. I love you all. Happy to be here to do it with you. And my guy, Esteban, is crushing it as well. $5 super tap from Diego Carrera. I'm optimistic. We're just getting started. 3 wins and 40 draws, and we're guaranteed the chip. Oh, God. What a fucking super chat, Diego. Where are you watching from? I haven't seen you before. That might be the super chat of the day. Other than Barton the other day saying, take that, Sea Lord. But that might be the super chat of the day. You got me snorting. Diego Carrera. Humming in with a $5 super chat. I'm optimistic. We're just getting started. 3 wins and 40 draws. And we're guaranteed to be in the championship. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you. That's all. Thank you for the super chat, Diego. Yeah, you either a double chin or a Barry Bannon hair, not both. I'll take a double chin with a hair. I can fix the hair. The double chin. I don't want to go to the gym anymore. Faith, soul progression is better than nothing. Listen, maybe we're a grower, not a shower. I don't know. There's the word gel again. Richard says, seriously, I can't understand this. We get rid of players like Paul Mullen because we know his ability is at the championship level. We're afraid to do the same thing for our manager. Oh, Richard. Do you want to have that chat right now? I will give you a 5-minute platform to come on and have that. I will literally. You want to come and have that say right now? You will tank. I don't. I will. Do you want to come on and have that say right now? You have 1 minute to let me know, and I will open it. I will open the show. You have 1 minute, but I don't want the show to go there. Trust me, I don't. But I will give you your say to do that because this is what the community is about. Oh man, Richard, throw it over there. Just absolutely went full 6 to midnight right there. Absolutely went 6 to midnight right there. Richard taking the pin out and throwing one into the mix. Yep. I politely disagree, says Luke. And if we played a drinking game where we took a shot, and the word gel was mentioned, we'd all be passed out in 5. We would be passed out in 5 minutes. John says, question for you, Josh, in the chat. Honest thoughts on Longman on the right. Do you like him over Ryan? Do you like him over Ryan on the right? Longman, here's what I thought should have happened today. I thought about 60 minutes. Parkinson should have brought Longman to the left and put Barney on the right. Maka was nope. There you go. I'm just saying. That's what I think. Longman can play either side. I like him on either side. Sean says we are not at that point yet. Game 10 will show us Parkey is in trouble. Yeah, well, it's not just Parkinson. It's the whole damn team. This isn't road work. This isn't the road to walk down, Richard. Laugh out loud. All right, well, I gave him a minute. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to start my Saturday. I'm going to watch some football myself. Maybe go watch F1. I don't know. But make some food. Listen, take the point. Run away with it. Take the positives, but also be open to knowing what the issues are. We have issues. We're not done. We're not the finished product yet. I'm happy about that. Like a boxer getting ready to go to a fight, you don't want to peak in the first 2 weeks of your training camp. I know we're dropping points, but we've got our first point today. Let's celebrate that. Yes, everyone's going to be on us. Some people are brewing off the entitlement there. I don't give a shit. But we're doing it the Wrexham way. So now, I'll do a Wrexham. That's where we're at right now. That's how we're going to do it. We're growing into this league. We have new players coming in. Kieffer Moore getting a double today is awesome. Brian scoring last week. We just need to sort out a few more things. Just a little bit of here, a little bit of there. A little bit of here, a little bit of there, and we'll sort this out. More shot every time. It says 6 to midnight. There you go. Parkey maybe a 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what I think. Designed by, I like that too. Thank you. You're the man too, Sean. And that's where we're at right now too. Do you guys see that beer ice cream? I don't know what that means. Okay. All right. Let's get everyone out of here. We'll talk to you later. If anything breaks, we'll be here live on the local pundit as we are. Tomorrow is Champ Chat as well as Ring and Rant. Ken is doing that too. So you want to call in tomorrow, do that. And then we'll work on getting Rextra time back on the show as well. We've got to figure out who's going to do it. Fun stuff. Wrexham got our first point. And on that bombshell, see you all soon.